This video today is hopefully a very short video on how to install Git on a Windows machine and get started. So here we have my Windows VM. I'm going to pop open Chrome here and we're going to search for Git-SCM. So Git-SCM is a very nice client for Windows that does all the things for Git that you're going to need in the future. So we just click the Windows install and it creates you a download. Wait for that to finish. It's pretty small, so it should only take you a second, especially if you're on the Purdue network or some other place like that that has broadband access. And then we're going to open it and step through the settings. So most of the settings here are going to be sort of as they are. First, of course, read the license agreement. Select a place to install. The default is fine. I've done this once before, so I'm going to go ahead and just say yes, that's fine. Here we have our first round of choices, so I would say check for the daily updates. It's worth it for Git-SCM. There are new features that come out. It just generally starts working faster the longer you have it and the more kind of work that gets done. The other thing I would do is uncheck Git GUI. So the main reason for this is that if you're working on any environment that does not have a front end or a head, like this nice graphical user interface, you won't be able to use the GUI. So you're better off to just learn to use Bash and learn the commands. It seems like it would take you more time to start up that way, but I guarantee you if you learn Git Bash at the command line, it will serve you very well in the future. So I recommend you uncheck that box. Go ahead and say, yeah, that's fine. You don't need the start menu folder because this is going to add to our right-click context menu when we get to that point. Then choose your editor. So I prefer Vim. If you don't have a whole lot of experience with editors, I suggest you install Notepad++ and use that. It's just going to be used for when you make your Git commits and for when you do kind of resolution of conflicts and that kind of stuff. So I'll leave it at Vim. Then I also suggest that you use the default setting here from the command line and also third-party software. It's just nice to have integration directly into Windows, and the recommendations are pretty good. You do want the SSL library, and you also want to use this checkout Windows style, commit Unix style. You can also here at this stage select the Windows default console menu, or you can use Commander or something else if you have that installed. But I find the min-tty to be perfectly sufficient for all of our applications. So you go ahead and click Next. I enable symbolic links. You probably don't need that, but it doesn't hurt you to have it. And then click Install, and just wait a minute for it to do what it's going to do. A nice long minute here. Come on. Come on over. You can do it, and you don't need to reboot after this installs. It's good to go as soon as you kind of finish the installation process. And then when you get to the end, eventually, we're basically done. Future videos will cover how to get this tuned up and make it more comfortable for you as an environment. But to begin, all you need is this install and you are ready to get started. Here it's installing Vim for me. And thanks, we're done. Don't need the release notes. So now any place you open a folder here, and I recommend that you go ahead and, well, let's just do what I'm going to suggest that you do. Go into this PC, and then wherever your C drive is, users, and then right-click here and do pin to quick access. I already have this done, so I'm not going to do it, but if you click on that, this is kind of the default folder that Git likes to use because it's a Unix-based system here. So if I do Control-Shift+, we can make things nice and big. The default tilde, so your home directory, if you look at that, is C users, your username, so it's convenient to have this here. So this is going to be your window to Git. It's where you do all of your commands, you know, your git status or, git commit, or you might even make a folder here to put all your Git stuff in. That's probably a good practice. So you might do make directory Git. I already have one. So if you go in there, look around, you can see the repositories we're going to get started with in one of the next videos. But this just keeps things nice and clean and easy as you go forward. So that's all it takes to get up and running with Git on Windows, and we'll see you all for the next video.